built to make profit, pay you money? Not once, but again and again, even when you do nothing. It sounds like free money, but it's not. And once you understand why, you'll never look at investing the same way again. Think about it for a moment. If you owned a small shop, would you give money to random people? Of course not. You would only share profits with people who actually own the business with you. And that's exactly what's happening here. When you buy a stock, you're not buying numbers on a screen. You're buying a small piece of a real business. A business that sells products, serves customers, earns profits, and grows over time. And once you own even a tiny part of it, you're no longer just an observer. You become an owner. Now imagine this. That business makes money. At the end of the year, it has profits left after paying all its costs. So what should it do with that money? It has two choices. It can keep the money and reinvest it to grow bigger. Or it can share a part of that profit with the people who own the company. And that includes you. That shared profit is called a dividend. So no, it's not free money. It's your share of what the business earned. Now, let's make this real. Take the Coca-Cola Company. This company has been paying dividends for decades. And not just paying, it has increased those payments for more than 60 years in a row. Think about that. If someone invested in Coca-Cola years ago, they are still receiving money today. And every year, they receive more than before. Not because they worked harder, but because the business kept growing. Now look at Apple. Apple didn't always pay dividends. In fact, for a long time, it kept all its profits to grow. But once it became extremely profitable, it started paying its shareholders. So now, when you own Apple stock, you don't just benefit if the price goes up. You also receive a portion of the profits it generates. Now, consider McDonald's. Every day, millions of people around the world buy food from McDonald's. Every burger sold, every meal purchased, adds to the company's revenue. And a portion of that profit flows back to shareholders as dividends. So in a way, people eating burgers across the world are indirectly contributing to your income. Now here's where things become powerful. Some companies don't just pay dividends. They increase them year after year. This is called dividend growth. And it changes everything. Imagine you invest a small amount today. This year, you receive a small payment. Next year, that payment increases. Then it increases again and again. Over time, that small stream of income starts growing into something meaningful. And the most powerful part? You didn't have to work more for it, because the business is doing the work. Now imagine this, not with one company, but with several. Different businesses, different industries, all generating profits and sharing a part of those profits with you, month after month, year after year. At that point, investing stops being random. It becomes a system where your money starts working for you. But there's something very important you need to understand. Dividends are not guaranteed. If a company struggles, profits fall. And when profits fall, dividends can stop. Because this money does not come from nowhere. It comes from real business performance. That's why smart investors don't chase the highest dividend. They look for strong businesses. Businesses that can grow, survive challenges, and keep generating profits over time. Because consistency matters more than size. This is where your mindset begins to change. You stop chasing quick gains. You stop reacting to market noise. And you start thinking like an owner. Because when you own strong businesses, you're not just making money once. You're building something that can pay you again and again and again. And over time, those payments can become something significant, something stable, something that supports your life. So next time someone says, companies give free money, pause for a second. Because it's not free. It's earned. Not by you working harder, but by owning something that works for you. And the real shift happens when you understand this. You're not just investing for price. You're investing for ownership. Because the more valuable the business becomes, the more valuable your share becomes. And the more it can pay you simply for being an owner.